Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this beginner tutorial, we're going to be doing a step-by-step guide on how to add product options and variants in Shopify. Okay, so let's start off by defining what is a product variant. Now, simply put, a product variant is a specific combination of options available to an original product or a parent product. Okay, for example, let's say we have a couch, and for that couch, we have different sizes available: small, medium, large, and three different colors: green, gray, and blue. Okay, so the product variant would be the combination of all the available options. So one variant would be small green, one would be small gray, one would be medium green, etc., etc. Okay, so it's essentially a combination of the available options, of a set of options, and it creates a subproduct, okay, or a child product. All right, so this is the relationship here. It's called a parent to child relationship. Um, as you can see, the parent product is the gray couch, or just, sorry, the couch, and then the child product would be a specific variation of that product. Okay, right now we're only showing colors, but if we wanted to, we can have sizes, let's say small, medium, large, and then we would have 9 total child products. Okay, because each size would have 3 different colors. All right, so it's important to note that variants will have the following things most of the time. Its own SKU, so its own stock keeping unit. This is an internal number that you use for organizing products. Okay, it's going to have its own pricing. Maybe, maybe not. If you have different colors and they don't change the price, then the pricing will be the same. But a lot of the times, for example, size or volume or anything like that will change the price. Okay, and it'll obviously have its own inventory. All right, so let's actually open up Shopify and see how we create these product variants. Okay, so here we are in the Shopify dashboard. We're going to navigate to the left-hand side and click on Products. And we're going to select the product that we want to add a variant to. All right, this is going to be the best sofa. As you can see, I've already gone ahead and created this product. I filled out all the information and I've added images to it. Okay, if you want a full in-depth tutorial on how to add products to Shopify, I'll leave a link for that in the description down below. Okay, in this video, we're not going to focus on that. We'll skip right ahead into the variants section. Okay, and just one thing I do want to note is that I've added all the available images that I have for this product, including the different color types. Okay, so let's scroll down and we'll click Add Options like Size or Color. So it automatically can provide me with recommended options. We'll start off by pressing Color. Okay, and since I've done this already, it's showing me preset colors to add, but I'm going to want to add manually the colors. So for example, we'll start off with gray. Let's add a gray. Now we can delete the other one. Let's add green, and let's add blue. Okay, now we can click done. We'll edit these in a second. For now, we're just going to create them. Next up, we can add size. Sorry, size, and we can create size. Okay, let's actually capitalize this. Now let's give this values: small, medium, large, and we can click done. Now our variants have been created. What we're going to want to do is edit these. Okay, so for gray, we're going to want to add the relevant image. So gray to gray, green to green, and blue to blue. All right, as you can see here, we have within each color, we have different 3 different sizes for that specific color. Okay, and that is where the combination of the two come into play. All right, so we can also group these by whatever option we want, so color or size. Okay, and then we'll be able to see the relevant options for that specific option group. Okay, now let's go in and edit these. We're going to want to add inventory, we're going to want to add pricing, and we're going to want to add a SKU number. Okay, so let's say, okay, the default is 80. let's make the small a little bit cheaper than that. So it'll be 60 and the large will be 100. Okay, and we can create whatever SKU. Let's say we have 12 of these, 14 of these, and 20 of these. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that for the rest of these. One moment. Great, so I filled out all of the information. As you can see, we have the total inventory available at shop location. Okay, and by the way, it is important to understand your locations and how much inventory you have in each location. I'll do a separate video on setting up locations afterwards. For now, we just have one location that's our main shop, and we have 155 units available. Okay, that's the total of all of these variants. Okay, so let's go ahead and save. And the next thing that we want to do is add SKU units to these individual ones. Okay, so we can go in and really fine tune each specific variant how we want it. Okay, scroll down and we can insert a stock keeping unit. Let's say, for example, okay, so this is gray small. Let's call it GRSML. Okay, that's going to be our stock keeping unit for this individual combination. Okay, we can mark whether the inventory is tracked or not. Obviously, in this case, we're going to be tracking all of our inventory, whether we want to continue selling when out of stock, and other information that we want to include here. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this for the rest of the variants. I'll pause the video. Okay, so I've added SKUs to all of these variants. As you can see, each one of these has its own individual SKU. All right, the next thing we want to do is, let's say we don't want to just show gray, green, blue, as in the name of the color. We want to have a specific name for it. Let's say metallic gray or forest green or something like that. What we want to do is click on the actual option, click edit, and then we can change the label to whatever we want. Let's call it metallic gray. We're going to select an image so that an image shows in the variants picker on the product page. People will be able to see the image. Okay, we're going to keep this the same, gray solid, and the reference product is the parent product, which is the best sofa. Okay, we'll click save. We'll do the same for this. Edit. Call this forest green. Select the image. Save. And then finally blue. Let's call this navy blue. I don't know. And click save. And we can click done. And there we go. Now we have our product variants. We can click view to see how it actually looks like. Okay, and as you can see, we have these different colors here and the different sizes. When we select a specific option, it's going to change to show that relevant image. Okay, now as you can see, this is written as just text. Let's say you want to show this as a color or as an image. You're going to want to do that through the online theme editor. You're going to want to go to your product template page and edit the way that the variants are showing. Okay, I'm not going to cover that in this video because it's a little off topic, but that's it. That's pretty much how it's done. Let's quickly go over a few mistakes that are important to make sure that you don't do. So, common mistakes to avoid. Firstly, forgetting to track inventory per variant. It's very important that you have inventory tracked for all of your product variants. Otherwise, you're going to have confusion. You're going to have a big mess. Okay, secondly, creating separate products instead of variants. This is a big mistake. All right, I don't want to create an individual product for each combination of variants. I don't want to have one product that's small green, small blue, small gray, etc., etc. That's going to just cause a big mess as well. The most simple way of doing it is creating child variants inside of a parent product. Okay, and the third mistake, using too many options without planning. Options can get out of hand very quickly, especially if you have, like 3-4 different options sets per product. You really want to make sure you have a way of managing these and planning these properly. Otherwise, you're just going to get confused, waste a lot of time, make mistakes, and it's going to cost you. Okay, so that's it for this video. If you got some value out of it, make sure to give it a like, comment. Any questions that you have, feel free to leave in the comments. I'll answer those. If you're a business owner who is looking to transform your your physical store into an online store, you can feel free to reach out to us. This is what we do. We specialize in helping small businesses transition into online. We'll be happy to provide a free consultation. And yeah, there'll be a link to the website down below. That's it for this video. Thank you guys. See you in the next one.